Welcome back to my channel, Ken from Travel the World with Thorkenn. If you are new from my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so that you will be notified if I uploaded my new travel experience video. Enjoy watching, Ken from Travel the World with Thorkenn. To kick off our trip to Panama, we flew Eurowings Discover from Frankfurt to Panama. For those not familiar, Eurowings Discover is Lufthansa's new long-haul leisure airline, so I was curious to check it out. It is also my first time to fly Eurowings Airlines. While the crew were enthusiastic and friendly, there were so many basic services mishaps which I can only attribute to a lack of training. Let's get right now into our review for this airline. This Lufthansa Bistro Lounge is the newest lounge in our gates. The ambience are new for me, but the selections of food are good rather than the other Lufthansa lounge in my previous videos. Many more selections of drinks, hot drinks, cold drinks, alcohols, and non-alcohols. The lounges are properly cleaned and always maintained and organized. We boarded through the second sets of the door where we were greeted by a young and a friendly crew and pointed left into the business class cabin. The cabin looks familiar as it's identical to what you find in Lufthansa business class. Eurowings Discover A330-300 business class consists of 30 seats spread across 5 rows in a 2-2-2 configuration. On the plus sides, it's nice that a leisure airline has the same business class as a full-service airline. Unfortunately, Lufthansa also has an incredible underwhelming business class, so I still wouldn't call this a seat is great. In this configuration, center seats are angled slightly towards one another. Meanwhile, the window seats are all angled slightly toward the fuselage. The ottomans for the seats are simply to the side of the seats in front in order to save space. The seats control were on the center console and were easy to use, though they are also easy to hit accidentally since this is the area where you may naturally rest your arm or hand. Also, the center armrest was the controller for the rather outdated entertainment system. You have to use also the little black button in the center as a mouse, and I don't find that to be that great of a system. There was a small fully enclosed storage compartment near in the ottoman, though it's not really big enough to be practical. I also want to mention that not all Eurowings Discover yet features these business class products. Some Eurowings Discover A330 used to fly for Swiss subsidiary Edelweiss, and those planes have a staggered business class configurations. Pre-departure beverages were a bit more complicated. There was a choice of champagne, orange juice, or a water, though the crew serves this really efficiently. After the takeoff, they start to serve the drinks as per our choice. By the time the meal was done, we were around about 11 hours from Frankfurt to Panama. We reclined our seats and tried to get some rest. Of course, these business class seats were familiar to us. I find them to be fine if you are traveling with someone, since you can close to them, but otherwise they lack privacy. At least there's not an issue as having to squeeze your feet into a small footwheel. About an hour later, the cabin started to get bright, and at that point, I really struggled to sleep. So I eventually decided to just get up and refresh myself and get prepared also for the upcoming landing. Finally, around 90 minutes before landing, breakfast was served. The bottom line, unfortunately, our Eurowings Discover flight left a bit to be desired. On the plus side, the Eurowings Discover experience is on the surface similar to the Lufthansa business class experience. I wouldn't exactly say that great, but I guess it's not terrible if a leisure airline has the same business class as a global full-service airline. The problem is everything else. Eurowings Discover isn't operationally reliable. The plane wasn't in great shape. The crew was really inexperienced and inefficient through friendly. If Eurowings Discover could get this issue fixed, it might be fairly decent. However, that's easier said than done because these kind of issues are much more common on the small leisure airline. A limited fleet means operational issues aren't fixed as easy. Crews are paid less and don't have much experience, etc.